This is how I'd record drums if I only had one microphone. Now, I'm going to make the assumption that if you only have one microphone, it's going to be something like this. An SM57, maybe you have an SM7, maybe you have a 58. Who gives a shit? The point is, this ain't a special microphone. But it is not about the microphone. It's who uses it and how you use it. So first step is going to be use a nice drum set. If you don't have a nice drum set, take your shitty one and tune it really good, because the better you tune your drum set, the better this works. Next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna find a cool place to put this. Now there's only one thought that I have in mind. I have to get everything, but I wanna get certain things in better proportions. The kick and the snare, I probably want a better response out of those. The cymbals, they're gonna find their way into everything. So I want to get into the kick and snare. So for that, I'm gonna go ahead, grab a mic stand, and I'll put this somewhere where I think I can get the best kick and snare without as much cymbals, which would probably be something like here. Now right now I'm basically just aiming it at the top of the kick drum and at the body of the snare, which means I'll get a little bit of the toms as well, and I'll get the cymbals. Next I'm going to plug this guy in, like so, and we're going to push record in the control room. I also moved my camera closer to my drum set because my camera is going to become my overheads with its stereo microphones. The next thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to come into my computer here and I'm going to airdrop that video that I just made over to the computer, because that's going to become my overheads, like I said. And I'm going to import just the audio from this video. Bam, got it. Now, I'm going to come over here, Pro Tools. And you can do this in any DAW, just for the record. Import audio. Go to this image. Bam, open, open. Processing audio. Now I'm going to take this audio. I'm going to clip out all the extra bullshit that's me talking about something else. I'm going to come here and I'm going to try my very best to line up the transients so this sounds as good as it could possibly sound, which that looks about right. And now we'll listen to them together. Now it sounds like the right's a little heavier. I'm going to just make a little adjustments here. Turn the left up a couple. Do just a little saturation to my main track to get that kick and snare real punchy in it. Turn down my overheads just a tiny bit, and I got some drums, folks. These sound pretty great. I'll take them. They're not the best, but for one microphone, oh man. Here's what the 57 sounds like with nothing on it. And you can hear it's got good body to it for sure. The cymbals are a little quiet in it, and there's no stereo image, obviously. But what I wanted out of it was the kick and snare and the toms, which pretty decent. Now with the Saturn on, I get even more of the body. I might even give a little more to the low end. And then here is just the overheads. And now here's both of them together. Now, I have a pretty big room, and the iPhone's picking up a lot of the room. If I wanted to make these a little bit tighter, I could use something like a transient designer. Put this on here and bring the sustain down. Now we got a little bit tighter drums. Or I could leave them big, wide, and open like I had them without the transient designer. Either way, that is really good drums for just one microphone. So don't make the excuse that you can't record drums because you don't have a bunch of microphones or whatever. I can do it with one microphone. If I can do it with one microphone, you could do it with one microphone.